Welcome to Diablo 4, Belial's Return. I am Sammy, this is Sammy, you are Sammy, we are all Sammy, and here we are with this season journey. I did play a little bit last night, so I did get a little bit ahead, particularly with those two, and that should be it. Yeah, I never found, well, maybe I found one more unique than the last time, but I haven't tried any of this stuff. What I was really working towards was trying to get Belial to pop up so I could fight him and complete this part of chapter 4. And then, of course, just doing the boss powers. That's just going to take some time. And getting there will be a part of the Slayer journey. So, now that we are here, let's do what we often do and warm up with a little bit of the Artificer's Pit. I think I'm doing great on armor because somebody gassed me. So I think I'm going to go with critical strike chance and critical strike damage. And that's going to be what we go for. And I lost track of where the pit is. There it is. And we're going to go straight to Torment 4. I want to give it a shot. This is part of the season journey, so I got to do it at some point. I was able to get everything that I am currently wearing to rank 15.
Interesting.
So I do have stronger stuff. I am a little bit better than I was. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I threw that shield up. Those guys almost got me. They almost got me. All right. No worries, Blazin'. You just didn't get to participate in the Sammyisms. There are times when people think that I'm starting a cult because everybody comes in to say they're Sammy, but that's not happening today. Nobody was Sammy but me. There we go. We got one other Sammy in here. Alright, so I'm getting far more familiar with this build. As I get stronger, as I level up, I am getting things into great stuff, and you are welcome to get yourself comfy, Blazin', do what you gotta do. I'm enjoying this Ice Shards build. It is, it's quick when it wants to be, and as long as I actually do what I'm supposed to do, then I'm able to be pretty devastating. But sometimes I do things wrong. Oh, I did add something to this build. You'll notice I have those little spirit wolves following me. I decided to start experimenting with my rune words. I am doing well, Blazin'. Just a little bit anxious today, which always, you know, makes me feel weird. So trying to make sure that my head is right and that I'm feeling good and that I'm not just panicking, but, you know, doing okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't get to go on my walk today. I was just a little bit too busy trying to get the editing done and trying to get myself taken care of, so no walk today, and that might be what's contributing to feeling a little bit of anxiety, is that I'm just like, ooh, I didn't do the stuff I'm supposed to do, I didn't go for a walk. Okay, keep blasting, everyone. Keep going. Just gotta survive. Just gotta keep surviving. Alright, I am doing just fine. Where are the stairs? There are the stairs. One of these days I may have to turn the brightness up on my screen, since I play while the sun is out. I think I set my screen to when it was dark outside. Okay. Got another level. We're at 123 on the Paragon. Little by little, we're getting stronger. We're going... we're doing way better than we did yesterday when I tried this exact same Torment level. Okay. Let her do her thing. Excellent. Yeah. I like those little spirit guardians that I have been calling. Let's see which one it is. Nope, I don't think it's that. I think it's this one. And it is part of the build guide itself, where it's like the Se. I don't know if the Neo is part of it. Yes, Neo. So all I'm looking for now is Ahu and Cax, which should give me more damage output. But this is helping me with my mana regeneration, lucky hit chance, and I think vulnerable. So, but I like it. I can get up, a bunch of little spirit wolves that show up and help a brother out, and I'm into that. All right, I think I am going to work on Eliminator, because when I look at the Paragon board, well, that's the one I have in top position. All right, well, all of these need to get to Legendary anyway, so I'm just going to work on one at a time. Okay. And I got 2 Paragon points. So this will get me Elementalist, and that's the one. Give me just one moment. I think that one is recommended to be upped first. Okay. So I've got it. I'm pretty sure I've got it as one of them. Yeah. So it's at 15 now. It will eventually get there, but I just have not been really prioritizing it because I haven't even gotten to a point where I can actually install it. All right. Let me do some quick typing. I sent someone my home address because I was like having a panic attack. And so I'm just like, I should probably tell them where it's coming from instead of just, freaking out a friend and being like, hey, panic with me for a little bit. Okay, there we go with that. All right. Well, maybe. We'll see. I'm just paranoid, and all that. It wasn't family, I'll tell you that. I probably should reach out to family, but I don't know. I don't want to put that kind of... I don't want to put my anxiety on others. I do it, and I feel bad for doing it. But in our last stream, we were able to put together some pretty good stuff. I now have all of the aspects that I need. I have all of the uniques that I need. I could get a little bit stronger with I think 1 mythic, maybe 2. Let me take a look. 2 mythics. So there is room to grow, but in terms of equipment, it's really just a matter of finding things that are better than what I currently have. Also, I changed my costume again. I played dress up without you guys. I hope you'll forgive me, but I gave myself wings. I wanted to put on the primal outfit with all the feathers. It looks cool. And then I gave my horse some some good gothic looks. So that's what I decided to do. Okay. Looking at this. They want me to get one Paragon skill to 25, or glyph, one Paragon glyph, sorry, to 25. And so I just need to do that in general, just at some point. And then I need to find these two, and I think both of them are random drops. So I just have to find them randomly. No, not now. I don't think I need it. Maybe later. Keep that in mind for later in the stream. We'll see. But for right now, I think what I want to do is take a crack at these guys, because I have plenty of materials to do them. I have not tried them because it's part of the season journey, and I wouldn't do that to you guys. But I want to go after, we're going to try, let's warm up with the one that I'm most comfortable with, Duriel. See how he has changed with this update. Okay. So, just moving around. Good. Doing our best. Now, how is everybody else doing? If you are hanging out in the stream like Blazin', tell me what's new, what's going on, what's on your mind. Probably have too much on my own mind, so I'd rather hear about other people's minds.
Not much gets past me.
No, it does not. Because all that's on my mind is doom and gloom and reasons to panic and things that are causing me anxiety, and I'm doing my best to try to get those out of my head, because for most things that cause me anxiety, I have little to no control over what is happening. It's just a little frustrating. All right, let's see how they changed Duriel. All right, first off, he usually comes out the top. He's still doing that. He's still firing his thing. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I put my shield up just in case he did that. You know, dropped a bunch of poison. Oh boy. Oh boy. I need him to come out again. And I don't want to get hit. Got one of his little guys. Got all of his little guys. Here he comes. Oh man. He almost killed me. And now he's down again. Okay. Everybody's down, so come back up. Let's have another fight. Let's have another go at this. Oh, he did it again! You would think I would eventually learn. But at least I got him. At least he's down. Oh, goodness. All right. So that should have been one part of the season journey taken care of. I'm going to take a quick look. Yeah, so I just got to get Andariel. And then we got it. And I'm also going to have to deal with all of this. Figure out which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to get rid of. Well, we're going to get rid of those. And then I'll take a look at the rest of them. All right, I'm going to get one more sip of water. This might end up being a very short stream because I am still feeling a little bit panicky, still kind of freaking out. And so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Do I have a flame scar up here? No, I don't. Do I have a flame scar? I do. And I bet it's worse than this one. It is. And then let's go find the flicker step. Take a look at these. 4 is the best. All right. We'll just dump it all. And that doesn't give me Opticite. I don't know why I was looking there for Opticite. My brain is not functioning as intended.
I cannot afford that.
Well, at least you got one more. That's all that matters to me. Okay, let's give Andariel a shot and see how this goes. Okay. Now, I don't do well against Andariel when I'm overpowered. So I'm a little bit nervous about this. I'm a little bit like, I hope I can make it. I hope I can survive. Just to make sure, I'm gonna just take everybody out. Just to make sure I'm feeling powerful. Okay. So we're looking good there. Scusi. All right. All right. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Nope. Okay, well that was try number 1. Let's give it another go. And I'm pretty sure I have to do this on at least Torment 2, so I am on the easiest difficulty I can do for the season journey. Nice, good job, Blazin'. Pit 75 over there. Alright, I keep walking into the lava, and that's what's killing me. So I'm gonna take a quick jaunt over to Karagar just to repair my armor. That's good to hear! I'm glad you're doing all right. A little warm, I imagine. Alright, let's give this one more go. We're gonna try it again. Oh boy. Okay.
At least I can put my skills to use.
Alright, I'm going silent and I feel kind of guilty about it, but gotta go silent when I'm feeling like I'm dying over here. Okay, still using my flame shield. Trying to... Oh, I did it. That's fantastic. Alright, nothing to worry about there then. I got it. I took care of it. And that is that portion of the season journey complete. Okay. Thank you. Shortening it. Let's see. Hello, French fries. I'm gonna take a look at that stuff later. For now, let's just collect this. And we only have 2 other things to do. Most of them involved with getting more, our boss powers leveled up, not getting more. And they are a little bit expansive. Oh, excellent. Thank you, French fries. We do have a community challenge going on right now where you can donate towards a fry play. And that's what we're working towards. Right now I'm just kind of going and seeing how long I can handle streaming. I've got a little bit of anxiety going on. It's kind of freaking me out, and so I'm thinking about jumping offline, maybe stepping outside and sitting around for a little while, or going for a walk or something. But yeah, that's what happens. The older you get, the worse your health gets. That is the concern. I know. So I might have to make it up on another day. Let me at least take care of this. Come on. Oh, I gotta collect these. Nope, it definitely would not be a Sunday that I would do a makeup stream, but I mean, it's possible. We could see how things go. But I think I'm going to have to just call it because I'm just not feeling well today. I want to stand up. I want to kind of move around. Or if, something cataclysmic happens, I want it to happen privately. But yeah, I do appreciate those of you who stopped in. So thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye. Okay, I am back. So if you got a notification and you want to come back, feel free to come back. I didn't tell anyone that I was coming back. I just have decided I am back. So we'll get started in a moment. I'm going to take a couple of quick breaths, give people a chance to come in if they want, and hang out if they want. Usually there's a couple of people who do want to hang out, and so I want to give them a minute to process the fact that the go live went live again. Give me just a moment. Okay. So the thing is, anxiety looks and feels a lot like what they tell you happens with a heart attack. And so that's what I've been freaking out about. I decided to go outside for like the past 40 minutes. I just kind of stood in my backyard for a little while. Then I went on a short walk, and then I stood in my backyard for a while. And I decided two things. First, I decided I live alone. Nobody checks on me. Like, if I were to never go back online again, it would be a long time before anyone decided to check on me. That's just the reality of the life that I live. And so I was like, I'm more likely to be discovered, if something were to happen, if I were streaming, than if I weren't. But then the other thing I thought about was like, I struggle with anxiety a lot. And I know that other people struggle with anxiety a lot. And maybe if I can just kind of forgive myself and kind of take it easy and be like, we're gonna be fine, maybe that's a good thing for other people. So, I think we're gonna take a couple of big, deep breaths. I might turn off some of the power-ups, or the rewards, rather. I think I'm going to turn off sunglasses, and I'm going to turn off the expensive ones. Just for today. So, if you're watching and you're like, hey, why can't I have him make up a fairy tale today? It's because I'm just kind of trying to get through an anxiety attack. But I still want to, I want to be there for people. I want to be able to hang out with you guys if you want to hang out with me. I think that does mean the music selection is going to have to be significantly more chill than what I usually do. So I'm going to play my maximum chill playlist. And I think we will start with... I think I want to start with this one. I got 5 on it. Okay. So again, I'm going to do my best to get through the rest of this stream. I'm going to put together the video, but it's not going to be like your typical thing. I am freaking out. So instead, let's think about things that are good, things that we can do for ourselves, and things that actually matter. So feel free to shout those out if you want to. I guess for me, I do enjoy the spring quite a bit. I like when the flowers bloom. I like the smells, even though there's a really terrible smelling tree in my local area. I have grown to enjoy that smell, because that smell means spring for me. Okay. Boss powers. Pit. Oh, and just one more of those things. Yeah. So I'm, that's how I feel about things. I like the podcast that I do. I haven't made the shorts yet, and I don't know if I will get them out in time. It might be a short or a limited week in terms of shorts for the podcast. But the next episode is up and ready to, well, it'll be published tomorrow. And so if you wanted to listen to it, I think it's a good discussion that we had. Yes, indeed.
I know what lurks in darkness.
Alright, let's see if I remember how to play this game. I know it's only been 40 minutes, but you know how that goes. Yep. Just working on blasting dudes. Right now the goal, if there is a goal, is just to get up, one of my glyphs up to level 25. It might be the first one that I'm working on, even though they're all going to get rearranged at some point. In about 76 levels, to be exact. Alright, I'm trying to just round all these dudes up into one area and make sure that I'm taking care of them. Alright. Because I like how my teleport kind of forces everybody into a bottleneck, and they all have to deal with that. So if I have my big abilities ready, then that's a great time to fire them off. Okay. This is one of those big open areas, so I really just kind of gotta be ready to move. No, it's not. I thought it was. It looks like a regular area. Okay. Yep, so I'm just kind of cruising through this thing. Same level as last time. I decided to warm up with just the same thing we did before. And that's just going to be how we do it for now. Okay. So for those of you who ever deal with anxiety, we gotta work on our breathing. So that's what I'm gonna start doing a little bit, is just give myself a little bit of breathing. Anxiety sucks, man. It's the worst thing in the world. It's like your brain is just like, hey, there's nothing happening. Panic! And I'm like, why? Because there's nothing happening. And that just sucks. Oh well. And I mean, if you here watching ever want to help out with that anxiety, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share the stream with your friends. Subscribe on the YouTubes in the future. And, it'd be cool to be one of those people who's able to make a living on the internet, As they say, bigger dummies than me have done it. Why not me? Alright, so those are probably just going to get thrown away. I still need to go through and look at everything else, though. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do are the ones that I currently have equipped, as opposed to the ones that I'm going to be rearranging, because I've still got a lot of levels to go before I'm at level 200. And so I think next I'll do Tactician. Looks like it's only 2. Which is fine. Okay, and then if I were to level up, we're going to go in this direction because I want to get this guy for the non-physical damage, because all of my damage is non-physical. I am doing lightning, cold, and, well, sometimes fire, but not really. Okay. Alright, let's shake it loose. Feel good. I do have some new neighbors moving in. I probably should have offered to help them, but, you know, I wasn't thinking about anyone but myself at the moment. Also, I don't like to do that because I just don't want to meet my neighbors. I'm scared of my neighbors. I'm not a very good neighbor, is what I'm getting at. Where is that razor plate? There it is. Okay, so we've got 1244 versus 18 or 1188, so we'll keep that one. On the staff, it is this guy, right? Yeah. So we are looking at 72% versus 80. I'll keep the 80. And then Tybalt's will is... Oh, I don't have one. Neat! And then finally, if I can get there, we've got 573 versus 704. Okay. Let me just open up whatever this was that I picked up. Oh, I got something for beating Variana. That's cool. Alright, get all of that salvaged. Don't need to repair. Didn't get anything for that. Let's see. So we only need to finish one more thing. If I could find a Crown of Lucian, great. But it does seem like these two things are in opposition of each other, because I could either go after Torment or Lair bosses and get my boss powers ranked up, or I could go after the Crown of Lucian. And I think it would be a better idea to go after the top one, because working towards that one means that I finish the next one, or the previous one, Chapter 3, when I was trying to get... Oh, but I have to defeat Belial to complete that one. I want it for the Smoldering Ashes. The one Smoldering Ashes. I think it might be best to just go after layer bosses. Because that seems like that is closest. And why not? Hey, it is KTO Nerds. I'm glad you are here. Thank you for watching. Okay, shake it off. Big deep breath. Yeah, man, it's a cool sword. Gotta get those drops while those drops are happening. I was happy to get it. I just don't actually equip weapon cosmetics. So it's also wasted on me. Alright. Let's go take out Varshan. Okay. Alright, well, that worked out. Maybe I should kick it up and go up a level? Or should I just continue to beat at him with no pressure, no stress, and just feel good about beating up someone weaker than me? I don't do that in real life. In fact, I had a troll on my TikTok today, and I went and made a whole response video, and then suddenly it dawned on me that I don't need to respond. They've got a block button. Like, I don't need to appear in their phone. They don't need to appear in my phone. Like, let's just block. I got some ice cold water. That's going to make me feel better. Hopefully you guys will tell me if nukes start flying. I know that a new pope happened, so I'm not totally closed off from the world. I do know that a new pope happened. Oh, I don't think I had enough stuff to fight him again. Just get all of my little guys out. I like my little wolf companions.
It's locked.
Yeah, I did not have enough. Okay, one thing that I did not do at all because I wasn't on stream is I never collected any of my rewards for leveling up within the season. So I'm going to do that with you guys instead. That was something I wanted to do from the beginning. I may turn my face off so we can look at any of the stuff we picked up. Oh, I went to the wrong place. I know how to get places. Rewards are good. I agree. Speaking of rewards, there's a couple of drops going on for Diablo 4 if you also play. There's one just for watching. I got that one. It's a cool little sword. And then there's another one. I think it's tied to the Berserk cosmetic campaign, but that one is for either subscribing or gifting a sub. Check out Blizzard's website. I do not know all the details. I only know that my channel does support drops, and I've never had to sign up for them, so I assume that that's the same situation here. All right, so I've got 5 to collect. We got the Masterwork Cache, which is going to have Masterwork gear such as Opticite. I imagine it's mostly Opticite, but maybe it'll be some other resources as well. We've got the Mystery Archetype Cache. Grants loot from a random archetype of your class, including legendary items, materials, and temper manual. Well, I think I have all the manuals, so that one, hopefully they don't give me that. The layer cache is boss keys. I don't know why they still call them summoning materials, because they are literally keys for the chest at the end. Then we got another masterwork with Opticite plus others, and a greater archetype cache. So we'll see what those have. The Opticite will be good, because then I can level up something I'm equipped with. Interesting. Those will likely go into the cache, the stash. All right, face is going away, so I can open these things, as well as tell that one it is no longer needed. Its services are no longer required. Okay. All right, so we got everything there. That is also going to be put away. And what? Okay, so now there are ancestral magic items. I think I saw this on Reddit. I would never ever equip this, but it's weird that it's going above. Well, I guess because it is ancestral. while this guy is just unique. Interesting. All right. You learn new things every day. Let's find my face again. Where'd my face go? There'd it go. I have collected a bunch of stuff. I'm going to head back home to Karagar. Yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff happening in international news, and I'm impressed that I have been able to keep up with as much as I have. Because I'm not usually following the news. Whatever I see is usually the stuff that showed up on Reddit's front page, and often when I go to Reddit, I'm just scrolling past all of it looking for a comic or a meme. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to read. I don't want to read. Reading makes me sad. I'm going to skip all the reading. So I'm usually not up on the news because I'm usually avoiding it. That's not staying. Let's check the Yin's blessing. Let's see where I am. They're over here. So we got 48% versus 52. We're going to definitely keep the 52, and pretty sure I already have a weapon. I'm not going to get into the habit of keeping weapons that I don't need to keep, you know? Okay. But we can level things up, so yeah, we're going to be able to level them up a few times, I think. Well, maybe. It would be... My math is not mathing. Yeah, we got one more. But still, a lot of stuff. Getting the masterwork, I just need to get my focus to get its masterwork.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Let's see. Did I forget to put that stuff away? The stuff I favorited? I did. I was worried that, like, somehow I got rid of it. And I was like, what? What? So the Staff of Endless Rage, that goes away. And the Asu's Heirloom goes away. Okay. I always got to keep these things straight. Got to make sure I'm always remembering what I'm doing. Because I don't want to keep duplicates, and now that they have reorganized them so better stuff goes in the front, I sometimes forget when I have duplicates. Alright, walked through someone's fart. That's okay. What fart did they give me? Strength. I don't want strength. Alright, whatever. What else do we have in the season? Oh! I was doing something this whole time. Okay. I should take a look at what I have. I can do one attack on the beast in ice. In the ice. Forget my articles sometimes. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Beast with ice in his veins! Oh, goodness. All these demons, they just have zero chill. But I do like collecting the stuff for this cosmetic event. I wish my pet could pick them up, but fine, I will physically pick them up. I also wish they showed up on the mini-map in case I rush past someone who is dropping them. Alright. Oh! That was a lot faster than I anticipated. Yeah. I thought he was going to put up a little bit more of a fight, and now I'm thinking maybe I need to up the difficulty. I have Torment 3 unlocked. I probably should actually go there. Poor guy. I didn't mean to go in there and just one-shot him. Okay. Oh, I need to deal with this stuff. All right, that is definitely garbage. That is garbage because I know I have a better one. Flame Weaver, I don't know about. Flame Weaver. And it's 90% versus 100%. Yeah, we're going to keep the 100. And what are... Where is it? Where is it? These are tacits. And we're looking at 9.4 versus 8. So I'll keep the 9.4 and we can just dump everything else. Fantastic. Okay. So I don't think I have enough to go after the Beast in Ice again. Yeah, I do not. I only have 8. So I'm going to go after Varshan 3 times. And he should put up a fight, because I don't think I'm going to be able to just beat him so quickly. So we'll get a chance to see some boss waves. Now, eventually, the goal is to get to a place where even in Torment 4, I am so powerful that I am defeating these layer bosses just by walking inside. Okay. I'm surprised they brought in some actual muscle. It's like I went up a difficulty or something. Good. Well, thank you for checking in on me, KTO nerds. You do your thing. I am glad that I was able to chat with you for a little bit, and I promise I will get those shorts made and uploaded at some point. It'll happen. I mean, it's not like tomorrow is Friday or anything. Okay. Okay, we did pretty well against a T3 version of that boss. So I feel pretty good about that, if I may be so bold. Come on, let me pick it up. Now I actually have to check those against each other. But I think I've got 2 more fights against Zir before I am out of keys. You can fight him as many times as you want. It's just if you want to get the loot, you gotta get the keys. And now I think I've got 1 more in me, and then we can take a look at our powers to see if we can level them up. And while I'm working on this, feel free to jump into the chat. Tell me how you are doing, how your day is going, what's on your mind, any of that stuff. In terms of the season story, we finished that yesterday. So that is all done. At this point, we're just working on the season journey. And we've still got a month and a half to go. And I feel like I'm doing okay, even with my limited amount of streaming time. Okay. That is garbage. I'm going to make my face disappear briefly so I can look at all of my stuff. 30% versus 35%. Then we got 50% versus 60%. All of these are going away. I already know I have a better version of that. And so... still not getting the ones I want. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, when did I get all of these malignant hearts? Well, we can take another crack at Varshan, then I think we're going to go after Gregoire, and then I think we're going to go after Urivar. And then, with what we have remaining, I should be able to go after some of these other Uber bosses and maybe start collecting materials for Belial. So, we're going to go hit Varshan once, Gregoire 3 times, Urivar twice. And I can... whoops. I gotta remember how to press buttons, right? I'll make my face reappear. Here I am. Here my face is at. And... we'll get him first, because somehow I picked up some more malignant hearts. Not complaining, just observing. Okay. Then we go this way. And I hope you guys are feeling well today. I hope you guys are feeling good. We had a 40-minute break during the stream, and I think the regulars now don't believe their notifications anymore because they're like, nah, he said he was feeling sick. I had a pretty bad anxiety attack earlier, and I've gone on a walk, done some breathing, feeling a little bit better myself. So I think we're going to be able to get through the entire stream without a hitch. Dang it, I forgot to increase the difficulty again. But anyway, we're just working towards the season journey. I'm eventually going to level up some of my abilities, and then we'll be able to see how close we are to getting them all to level 20. The ones that I have equipped. So that's really all I'm working on. If I can find a unique item that I am missing, then I will finish this chapter of the season journey. I think I'm on Slayer right now. So that's just kind of what we're working towards. But I'm just taking it easy. I've got my max chill playlist going in. We're just relaxing, chilling out, feeling good. So if you're just chilling out, feeling good, go ahead and let me know. I also have all those emojis. If you're a follower, there is the lurk emoji that you can always fire off and let everybody know that you're just chilling too. You're just hanging out. Right now I've got Seal's Kiss from a Rose playing. Song's gonna be great forever. I don't care what anyone says. Seal's the best. Well, I don't know. This is the only song by Seal that I know. But I love it. And it's recently been trending because this week's episode of Game Changer on dropout.tv had Seal as a licensed song. So they played it a couple of times. Alright, let's see how Varshan does in T3. Let's see how I does in Tier 3. Torment 3. Why do I keep saying tier? Okay, so I am still doing a lot of damage, but his little guys, they get converted a little too quickly for me to deal with it. Waiting for my anything to... Oh, wow! If only I could have teleported. I think I used all of my evade. I've got 4 of them. I'm gonna let them stack up again. Then we'll dive back in. Because I know I can beat him here in Torment 3. It's just a matter of doing it. Gotta keep my health up. Whoa! Now, I don't know what killed me that time. Obviously, he did. But I don't know what actually got me. I do like the rebalancing that they did. It's very good. These bosses, obviously I could dive down back to Torment 2 and just take out Varshan. But I like that they increased the challenge. I like that he's hard to fight now.
Use it well.
Okay. Before I go back in there, though, I'm going to see if I can... Okay, I can only get this one once, but that's fine. Oh, I can get it twice. I did not math very well, guys. I never really excelled in my math classes. But now we've got 2 of them at 20. I just gotta survive this fight. I just gotta survive this fight. So feel free to send the good vibes. Let's stay mobile. Gotta watch where he is pointing. Let's get that back on. Ooh, okay. That time I saw it, I was way too late in reacting. So let's let everything reset. I'm going right back in. I might hit the incense and the potions. Yeah. He is kicking my butt. And it sucks because the other bosses were so easy in Torment 2, and so I don't want to go back down. Well, let's repair and let's use my own version of incense and potions and make sure that those are good. Okay.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
I will. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to head back. I'm going to take my own potions and incense. All right. So health is an issue, or not health, armor is an issue. So I did grab, I think, at least one armor related thing. So we're going to start with this. That's pretty good. Let's see, it's magic? Yes. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. So our armor, that's not going to be one that we use. We're going to go resource cost. No. Critical strike chance. Then we're doing intelligence, armor, and resistance to all, which also raises armor. Oh, dang it. That probably means I don't need the armor at all. Well, that's fine. I also crafted this dodge chance specifically for the fact that I may not need the armor at all. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. But let's give it another shot and see what happens. Fired too quickly. See where he's putting the floor. Dang it. I don't know what slowed me down, but I didn't have any evades and I didn't have any move speed, so I was pretty much trapped. Alright. This time, I'm not going to fire things off right away. Well, that went exceedingly well. Alright, so I need to get a little stronger in order to handle these guys. So I think what I should do is head back into the world and try to finish that other thing. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to take that and then that one. So 88 versus 66. We will keep the 88. Now I just got to find that. 959 versus 1014. Uh, 35 versus 50. Wow. It's going to be hard to beat that one. And I believe these are Yen's blessings. Yes. 60% versus 52%. So obviously we're keeping the 60%. And then we've got 855 versus 1315. Yes, please. Okay. That gets all of those. And then I think I've got to go out in the world. I was kind of hoping there was going to be a Helltide over there, but no. And that's fine. But I think I am going to do a Helltide for a bit. Maybe looking for an event, seeing if there's one there. Just so you guys know, if you want to lurk, you are more than welcome to. I love my lurkers. But I do have an emote in the followers emotes where you can announce your intention to lurk. But for now, we're mostly having a chill session. I'm looking for Spectral Ash to upgrade some of my boss powers. But what would be faster is if I could get a Crown of Lucian to drop at one of the events. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is just kind of heading in to look for this event. And I might just pick this up. Just to have it. I'm not going to do it right away. I'll do it eventually. Sometimes I do the side quests off stream just to have something to do where I'm not really continuing the season journey. Okay, what I'm looking for is an event, and I don't know, it killed me, but it killed me good. Anyway, I might not be strong enough for Torment 3 yet. So we will just see how we do. Let's just kind of hang out around here. Just kill a bunch of dudes over in this area. I mean, they didn't immediately kill me. But what I'm looking for is an event. Not trying to really do the Helltide itself. I just went here because it stood out to me. Come on, baby. Show me that event ring. Whoops. Probably didn't want to go here. I was distracted. I was distracted by that exclamation point. There's never going to be an event over there. So instead, let's head this way. Yeah. Exiting the Helltide, I know. But we're gonna go here and hope and cross our fingers. That's a big empty circle. There it is.
Is someone there?
Yes, there is. Okay, where's this soul? I haven't even seen... There he is.
Please, I need your help.
Now I gotta kind of plant my feet. I can't hit the circle button. The circle button is my teleport ability. And it's a good way to kind of save up the rest of my resource. Okay, where is he going now? I can't teleport. It is so hard not hitting the circle button right now. I'm like, please, let me hit it. I want to hit that circle button. I could right here, but I'm not going to do that. I really do enjoy my boss ability, my main one. It is Yurivar's ability. And essentially what it does is when I fire off my ultimate, it will fire 4 grenades that do devastating damage. Okay. Shouldn't be... Yeah, good. I was like, he shouldn't be moving anymore. Now what dropped? Nope. Ah. Trying to think where else events could be happening that might drop what I'm looking for. It's just a random drop. I'm overthinking it. I need to just get on my horse and ride this way. Why? I don't know. There's fewer people trying to kill me. I don't have the stuff falling on my head. The meteors falling on my head. Okay. So I'm not doing that quest. As I've said a few times, I'm looking for world events. Because the thing that I read said that the Crown of Lucian is just a random drop, and you're just as likely to get it from a world event as anything else. There's one. Okay. Well, I mean, we're still leveling up quite a bit, so that's cool. There we go. All right. Whoops. So obviously that was another one that was a fail, but I might end up keeping this particular ring. I'll let my guys do all the fighting right now. Because Because if I could re-roll critical strike chance... No, because I would want to re-roll 2 of these, so I'm dumping it. It's going away. This one has ranks to glass cannon, and it has intelligence. How's my I've got drugs going right now. I don't know what my natural lightning resistance is. I don't like that that's the one that is maxed out, because I would lose it by re-rolling on the max, or on the lightning resistance. But I think it's worth it to finally get ranks to glass cannon. I've been rocking with the wrong amulet for too long. It is time to, get the good stuff. The good stuff. What am I doing? Where am I going? Oh, that's right. We're gonna go here.
On your return.
And it's this guy. I want to swap the lightning resistance, which kind of sucks. It's the greater affix that I'm getting rid of. But if I could get permafrost or inner flames, that would be fantastic. It's not what I want. So no change. Let's do it one more time. Yeah. I'm going to do it one more. I'm going to go no change. I'm going to keep... I think I lost the lightning resistance. Never mind. So that's what we'll do. And now... Well, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep everything as is just for now, just to make sure. Everything else can go. We'll repair what we've got equipped. I almost forgot that we do need to add the aspects of elements. Let me look it up. Yeah, aspect of elements. And it's offensive, so I was in the wrong area entirely. And this one just gives me increased damage for 7 seconds on a rotation. Okay. And now I am looking for evade cooldown reduction. Whoops. I almost never get this one to drop the way I want it to drop, but we're gonna start with it, see what happens. I'll live with movement speed, but it's not what I want. Critical strike damage on this one, which I believe is worldly. Nope, I was wrong. It's an offensive, and it is worldly. Critical strike damage. But this one we gotta re-roll because I want that critical strike damage. There it is. Now we can re-roll and try to get evade. I don't think I've ever gotten it. Oh boy, last one. Usually that means I ruined it. Fortunately, I have collected 2 scrolls of restoration, and I'm going to use one because I don't want that. That one was just no good. So evade cooldown reduction. And we got it on the first try. Okay, I'll keep it. That'll give me my teleport. It'll get there faster, essentially, is what it boils down to.
Some solid bits here.
And we got resource cost reduction. Fine. Okay.
Use it well.
It is where the other one used to be. Can I afford a better skull? Looks like I can, baby. So I've been putting this on to give myself more armor. We'll see what happens when the drugs wear off, if I need that armor from the other thing. And then, because I am not using any of these, they're all going to go in here. Just as a reminder, I am looking for Ahu and Cax. I would prefer to find them on my own, but if we get pretty far in the season and I still have not found them, I might take them from someone offering. I just prefer to find it myself, you know. Love that non-physical damage because that is my primary damage type. Now I'm trying to figure out where I want to go because I think the most likely place to get the Crown of Lucian is... Well, they also say to do hordes. So, I might do that instead. I might just do 3 hordes, because that's the number of compasses I have. I can't really do any more than that. But that's what we're going to give a shot to. That's what we're going to try. Okay, and they are over here. Let's just do, we'll warm up with a wave cap 6, but I don't think we'll get enough to open up a chest. We're also doing this in Torment 3. I could go lower in the Torment level, like to Torment 2 and try to get it. That's where it's required. But I want the challenge. I want to try to prove my mettle.
I can put my skills to use.
Okay. This Ether Fiend is doing a pretty good job. Oh, nope, can't handle my big move. What do we got over here? Boy, okay. I am not doing as well as I want to be doing. Because I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Come on, guys, get inside the ring! Of course. When they don't get in the ring, then I can't do anything with the Soul Spire. So I usually ignore the Soul Spire because I'm killing people from afar. So it doesn't help. What are you? I think we're gonna go with this one. Double speed. No, I fight for a Crown of Lucian. Do you have one? That's what I'm looking for. Well, I'm also looking for Hellborn. If you want to drop any of the Hellborn ones, that would be pretty dope as well. Okay, this time I'm just gonna kind of walk around. These soul spires, at least they're actually getting inside the circle this time. Get in here and fight me. Fight me like a snake man. Poops. Oh well. Yeah, 32 is fine. It's fine. Starting with a mass is a pretty good one. Making the events go by faster is another good one, because then I could just skip the ones I don't like and go for the ones I do like. But I think this one has better progression options. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Good. Let's make sure I'm following my health and keeping that up. Okay, got that guy. I am skipping that and that. Like, I do not want to go into the things. Hey, it's Gaming Mike. It is good to have you here. I'm glad you're here with us. Let's make sure I am... There. Okay. I hope things are going well in Gaming Mike's world. Hey, hey, hey. Excellent, excellent. I'm sure you're feeling a bit of a lightness now, feeling a looseness. Yeah, that's the one we have to do. Good. It wasn't the only thing you got out of your system, if I understand correctly. Wow, someone is throwing a lot of poison on the ground, and that is rude. Like, why would they do that? Why would they throw poison on the ground? Okay, we're doing really well on getting events to spawn. Just haven't done enough of the big dollar ones. And I also died. Ruh-roh. I died. I was not expecting that. Yeah. I mean, I barely feel like I can afford the house I'm in. It would be nice. It would be nice to be able to sell it and move somewhere else. I don't think I could ever move just south of us. I think the further south you go, the more expensive it gets. And, yeah. Let's do... I don't like any of these, but I'll do this guy. Wave 5. Yeah, that's true. Way back in the day, we could have... Well, I still couldn't have been able to afford anything, but it's nice to imagine what it would have been like if I could have been able to afford anything back then. But, you know, I don't know. I've never been one to, I don't know, really care about the prices and monies and all the stuff. Yeah, there was a time. There was a time when we could have been swimming in it. Could have been so wealthy.
Formidable.
And I do think about it sometimes. I'm like, man. And I think I did ask my family, like, why don't we take on debt? Like, why don't we take out a loan, buy something that's cheap, and sit on it for like a year or two, and then sell it? And they were like, where are you going to get the money? And I was like, well, that's what the loan is for. If you can support me, I'll get it. Oof. I was never all over it. I think I got a test wallet. I don't think I ever invested in it. But I've also thought about that. I was like, I thought about buying a really small chunk of change, and even that today would have been a lot of money, but I don't know if I even had a wallet. Like, I just was not into it at all. All right, let's do this battle. Woo! Make sure I stay strong, make sure I stay alive. I'm not getting the stuff I want, but I am getting a lot of stuff over here, so I don't have to do a lot of traveling, which is nice. Don't want that. Do want this. Ah, I thought I healed in time. But I think I went right into that. I don't think any healing would have helped me. Get moving, get killing. Gotta just keep moving, stay active, stay mobile. I think that's everybody. So I didn't get enough to be able to open up the chest. So this was a bit of a bust. Maybe I should drop it down, but I don't wanna. I want to stay in Torment 3. We have made it to Torment 3. I want to live in Torment 3. Yep, he goes to the middle. Get moving. That's two of them. Come on. Give me my dash back. Whew. So that wasn't too bad. Just didn't get what I wanted. Right? Because it costs... Oh, it only costs 200. Never mind. Yeah, let's open it. Give me the thing I want, please. We haven't gotten it. Let's see what this helmet is. Doesn't look like it. I think it would have popped. Oh, it did pop! There it is! There it is! That should be the end of the Slayer season. Yes, it was. Ha! I knew it! So I am going to be able to continue with my SEO despite taking a 40-minute break on the stream! I'm a bad person sometimes. Alright, claim the rewards. And now we are in Champion. So I'm trying to get to rank 15. That would be cool. Let's see. Torment 3 or higher. Fine. We just got a lot of stuff to do in the Hell Tides. Torment 3 or higher. Oh, interesting. So because I fought Ismail, Brim, and Maffer, that's what checked off. So if I go back in here in Torment 3 and Gilib or Wyand shows up, then that is it. I have completed that portion of the season journey. On here, A legendary ring cache. I have no idea what that is. I gotta do it 3 times. The blacksmith cache, I should be able to do that. So I'll just check to see if I can do any of those. Salvaging ancestral, that's luck based. That's a matter of getting enough stuff that I don't need to keep the things I have. Artificer's Pit 55, we just need to do anyway. So I feel good about all of that. We will do 1 here. I think I would rather this one because I'm trying to actually finish some of the previous chapter challenges just to at least get those rewards. And right now, the thing I'm most frustrated with is Belial's lack of appearance when I have been killing these lair bosses. Like, why does he keep just not showing up? What a jerk. So the goal, I think, is going to be to head back in, do another 1 or 2 of these compasses, but I also want to check the amulet, blacksmith, and ring caches. I've never seen those before, so I'm gonna see what those are. In fact, I'm gonna look it up. Legendary ring cache. But like where? I don't care what it is. I want to know where. We're going to assume it's the jeweler. Let's go there and see if we can open 3 amulets and 3 rings. And then we'll go to the blacksmith and do 6 of his. Ooh. Ooh. Pop those fingers. This is just a chill Thursday stream. We have completed the Slayer chapter. Now I'm just kind of working towards the champion chapter. If we do it, great. If we don't, fine. But we're doing great so far. Like I am pleased with how well this season has been going, because to me it's still early days. I think we're on week 2, 3. I have no idea. Okay. Looking at this, that's going to go away. That's obviously going to go away. I guess I just had to have it drop, even though... Oh, I think I saw a note. I don't know why, but there's that red text that says this item has been blocklisted. Yeah, it should say blacklisted or blocked. I don't think blocklisted is an actual word. But I guess there was something wrong with it that was kind of messing up the balance. And so they have removed it as an item that you can equip for now. So you could throw people off by collecting the visuals and putting it on and making other people think that you are rocking this illegal thing. I might keep it. I might keep it just to have one. Okay. Starfall. We've got... Oh, they're the same regardless. They're both... No, they are not. 4.8 is smaller than 4.9. Then we got the Vox Inum. Omnium. Omnium. Vox Omnium. I know how to words. And that is 60 and 90. We're going to keep the 90, obviously. I may have even said last time we saw something like that where I was like, that's going to be hard to beat. Whoops, wrong one. We want Rakanoth's Wake. There it is. And we're looking at 877 versus 1589. Yes, please. And then everything else can go. At this point, nothing's really standing out to me.
Steel you need.
I'm going to stand over here so I'm not in people's way. I'm not worried about other people grabbing my stuff. They can't do that. And what did I get? That Flame Weaver is going into stuff. That might be new for me. And then everything else can go. So we've got a Flame Weaver. I thought these were in alphabetical order. Apparently they are not. And then Gloves of the Illuminator. Excellent.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
You shall guide it into repairing. And then once all those announcements go away... I want 6 of these, please. Whoop, 6 of these, please. Whoops, yeah. I was just looking at stuff and I hit the wrong button. Okay.
My hammer sings on your return.
Now let's look for the jeweler. I'm gonna see if they have it. No. Who has
Soon.
the amulet cache and the ring cache? Ah ha ha ha! There they are. What do I need for an amulet cache? Oh, I need way more gems. I thought this was going to be something I could get done really quickly, but with how infrequently I pick up gem fragments, that might take a little while.
Beware the envious, my friend.
But at least, you know, at least we know. All of this can go away, because we're not going to keep it. Right? Intelligent. Yeah, that doesn't have what I want. It's very tempting, but it doesn't have what I want. It would end up making things worse. Instead, let's head back here. Anytime I can get Belial, Lord of Lies to drop, I could get 2 challenges knocked out. If I get them to drop here in Torment 3. That might be a challenge. I might have to go down to Torment 2 to fight some of these dudes, but we'll see. We were going to do the compass again. And that's still at 33. Okay. In my head, I was like, sweet, we got more. We did not. We do not need to open up the cache. We're just looking for 2 other bosses at the end of this. So at this point, I'm probably going to dump everything into the Obdicite and gem fragments. Little by little, we're getting stronger. Thank you. Okay, gotta make sure I'm not letting them hit me because I've got all those ranks to glass cannon now. Okay, let's get over here. It's not what I want, but we're gonna do it anyway. Stand back here so they have to come in. Good. It's another one. Okay. I do too much damage over a distance, and so doing these ones where they have to come to me, if there's anyone else who's shooting at me from a distance, then they can just keep firing at me, I can keep firing at them, and neither of us are doing any good for the other. We're probably going to do the 50% faster. I'm not going to invest anything into the spires, because that would just be a waste.
You fight time?
Yes, I do. I also fight to fight 2 more of your brothers. I do love when I'm a wee bit overpowered. That is always welcome. Let's get our shield on just in case someone decides to drop something huge on me. Alright. I've got my ultimate ready, I'm just kind of sitting on it until I get to that. Something I can take out quickly. Awesome. Got that guy before he could escape and head back. Alright, we're doing okay. I think we're doing better than we did last time. And I don't think we improved that much. 1 level and 3 pieces of equipment getting stronger. And I don't have my incense running right now, which I probably should, because as you see, my armor is very low. I'm going to make my face disappear briefly so that I can find the ones I want. And I want intelligence, resistance to all, and dodge chance. And then because we've got those, we're going to do that. Now, let's turn the camera back on. I don't like any of these. I think since this pulls them inwards, at least that helps me. That's the problem with the luck of the draw. If there was a way to re-roll on those, that would be pretty dope. Let me get over to this guy. Good. Good. Don't stand in the poison. I've got a bit of a screen glare issue going on, so you will see me, you know, leaning off camera and trying to see what's going on. That is just so I can actually see the screen, because there is the sun trying to make video games harder to play. Okay. And at some point, I need to spend this favor that I'm getting. There. Got everybody. I think I'm gonna go with the Ether Fiends giving me +2. This... Yeah, I could go 50% faster, and that would also help, but I think I would rather start investing into actually getting some of this stuff.
You still believe in victory?
I do recognize that the further we go in these things, the more likely I am to die. But I still believe. Woo! Found myself trapped in a corner with a dude exploding, so I put on my flame shield. It really only provides a barrier, so they could still kill me. And as I said, having that last one that I got really did help with getting dudes inside of the circle. Come on, get him. We got 2 seconds left. Come on, get him. Ah, he's gonna run away. That's okay. I thought I could get him. I thought I got him, but I didn't get him. Summoned Hellborn this late into a 6-wave thing probably won't help, whereas the summoned Lords might, because they're only giving me 1, whereas these guys give me 3. So I think I'm going to go with this. Stop laughing at me. It was a good idea. See, because one spawned right away. Then we'll head over to the Soul Spire. Let it start pulling dudes in. Okay. I gotta stay mobile. I have to go after these events. What do we got up here? We've got what I want. But then down here we've got another thing I want. And over here we got another thing I want. And then we got something I don't want. But that's okay. So now I just gotta hunt everyone down, everyone who remains, hit them with my shotgun blast of ice. I get that from my helmet, and I quite like it. It really did change this build completely. Like, once the helmet went on, the ice shards became a lot of fun. We're gonna go 50% faster, because I want more Ether Lords to spawn. I do dislike the shaman. Let's get up here. There's an Ether Fiend, not an Ether Lord. But we still gotta get him out. Gotta get him out of his little cocoon. And since I'm here, I'm gonna do the Soul Spire. I was like, I'm in a bad spot and I don't know how to get out of it. Okay, well, that sucked. Give me... At this point now, I'm just trying to survive the rest of the wave. Anyone else? Anyone else causing me significant harm? Ugh. That was not my most brilliant performance in a horde. And I worry that if I go into an 8 wave, it's going to be a similar story. But we, you know, I might need to. Nope. If we can complete this, then we've got it. I don't know why I decided to focus on Brim first, but now he's dead. Maffer usually follows. Well, they're all dead. Doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm trying to strategize. I'm not trying to open it. There we go. All right. So, that should have completed that one. Okay. No, it didn't. I haven't found Gilib yet. Gilib. Gilib! All of those can go away, so that's good. Up our damage output. Always a good thing to do. I am going to take a look at my Paragon board to see where I'm going next. Okay, looks like I'm heading up to the next board. But you know, I got myself a little bit more non-physical damage. That's pretty much the only damage I do is non-physical. I think Subo does physical damage, but I don't know if what I do counts towards him. I think that I leveled up on this thing and I didn't realize it. All right, well let me do the stuff I wanted to do. Quit distracting me, guys.
Better than starting from nothing.
There we go. Got it repaired. That was the big thing. And now we've got a few upgrades available. On this one, we could get it on anything and it'd be fine. But some of these I'm thinking about re-rolling. I have never done that before. And I think I have to have the Obdicite in order to re-roll it. I don't think it refunds like it would if I broke it down completely. What are we going to get? Cooldown reduction. Excellent. That's one of the things I am always like, I need this to hurry up. And then that's the one. That's the one that I'm thinking about replacing, because if it does, well, not replacing, but resetting, I essentially have to have it only pump into the intelligence. Every time I give it a masterwork, if it does the 25% to glass cannon, elemental attunement, or shocking impact, it is wasted. They all three have to go into intelligence, and that's where I'm like, This one is going to be a pain in the butt to try to level up. And then on this guy, everything's fair game. Definitely glad for the critical strike chance. And now we're done. So we're a little bit stronger. In theory, I should be able to hold my own in an 8 wave. So let's try. Let's see what happens. I'm looking for Gilib. Gilib the Flame, I think. And you probably can hear my neighbor riding his motorcycle. It's gonna be that way all summer long, baby. That's part of the outdoor nature of where I live. People are gonna have a good time riding their motorcycles. And I'm fine with a loud motorcycle. It's really the loud trucks that bug me. Well, that worked. That worked remarkably well. Let's get up here to the Ether Fiend. So I've got these wolf companions. As long as I keep pumping out abilities and I exhaust myself, 2 of them will spawn. And they are pretty significant to the battle. I have noticed that they do some pretty good damage. Before I got them equipped as a rune word, I was like, okay, I'm doing fine. I'm able to do some damage. But there are parts where I have to just stop and wait for my resources to recharge. And then when I got these rune words equipped, I was like, well, now I've got some wolf friends who can just run out and do all the fighting for me while I'm recharging, and I'm happy for it. We're gonna do Hellfire for the guaranteed ether. Plus, we're doing it for the chance of having Hellborn. Alright, get it back into the fight. I gotta do my best to watch where things are spawning. Dang it, I fired that too soon. Definitely glad that we are still leveling up. Because I want to get that last glyph installed. Oh boy. Gotta watch out. We are now in the danger territory when we're backed into a corner and there are people doing a lot of damage. Okay, don't stand in the cold. You will freeze. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm not talking to you. You stand wherever the hell you want to stand. I'm not your mom. Okay. Masses grant more ether. Soul spires pull people inwards. I think I'd rather the masses granting more. I really avoid the ethers whenever I can. Or the soul spires. I don't want those at all. Everything else I can use, everything else I am pretty good at doing. And then you get the soul spires and you're like, ah, dang it. I'm too far away. My enemies are too far away. Good. Let's get down here. See what's happening with these guys. I really want my cooldowns to go a little bit faster. Especially my ultimate, because that thing, oh boy, that thing does damage. Alright, well there's so much stuff happening that I'm almost at a point where I can just kind of stand in one place. Almost. I do still need to chase after, that's the wrong one. That's a good one. And we got it. Okay, watch out for the floor is lava. We don't want that. And remember, we are looking for Gilib. I also gotta stop hitting my ultimate. But that's just what I do. It's just what I do. Okay, we're doing summoned because that's the one I prefer. The burning, it's only a chance that they will drop. And we're not looking for a chance. We're looking for them on the reg. We want them showing up wave after wave and constantly. I do, my dude. As long as I can keep all of my health up, then we'll be just fine. I love the Hellborn. They are my favorite dudes to fight. Excellent. That went remarkably well. There are so many Hellborn. I am very happy. I don't know why you're laughing, dude. I'm the one who's having a great time now. Now that you're giving me Hellborn left and right. Okay, stay mobile. Get them to come to me. Hopefully. Who's left? Paragon 131. Little by little, we're doing better and better. Okay, Exalted Hellborn. They do more damage, but they drop more per dude. Summon Lords is just the Ether Lords. Invigorating, I think they replenish my resource, maybe? It's not worth it. I don't want Invigorating. It just makes them harder, and I don't feel like it gives me the rewards I want. But before we dive in, allow me to get a couple of these going. Just want to make sure that I am always staying ahead and staying prepared. Okay. Gotta stay mobile. Gotta keep moving. Good. I gotta also watch resources, and I gotta watch everything going on, cooldown timers. I get into a bad habit of just hitting pretty much every button when I don't want to. Hey, Blazin! I did return. I decided it was time to return. I went on a short walk. I sat outside for a little bit, got some sun, and started feeling a little bit better. So that's why I came in. I was like, I want to make sure that even if something happens, that I am available. So, Hellfire. That's the one I want. I want one extra. If I have to, I will do the Burning Hellfire, or Hellborn, or whatever they're calling it. I'll do the one where Hellfire spawns them. It's just not consistent enough for me to want to do it usually. But Blazin', don't feel bad about missing that notification. I don't know. I got in my head, as I often do. I am another one of those dudes who suffers from anxiety. I'm doing the best I can. I may not be great at it, but I'm trying, damn it. Get that guy with the barrier. Don't want that. No barriers, please. Gotta watch my health, make sure that I am not getting myself killed. I also want to stay mobile for the benefit of my companions. I can get them to spawn if I am getting exhausted. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the bursting ones. I like it. I like it when the ether fiends explode. I like exploding enemies. I like when they pop. I think we're gonna have a little bit of overtime today since I took like a 40-minute break from the stream. Blazin', I know it's getting late for you. Do not feel obligated to stay for the overtime. It's really just to make sure that... I don't know why I'm even saying it. Maybe because I don't feel like I'm done yet. I don't know if there will be overtime. I don't know why I mentioned overtime. Excise that word from your brain. Instead, think about the community challenge. I know earlier today Blazin' dropped a whole heapin' helping of beard hairs on the community challenge for a fry play. There you go, Game and Mike. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play until I don't wanna. I hear that's what some people do. That's how some people like to be, and that's fair. Face is itchy. But yeah, the community challenge, and Gaming Mike just dropped another 6,000 towards it, is for us to have a fry play. I don't usually stream on Fridays, and if you guys can get that last 29% of the beard hairs completed, then likely, not next Friday, but 2 weeks from now, we would do a fry play. And we'll, I know it says that we're going to do something like 27 or 12 to 3 mountain time. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to 27%. I think we're going to do normal time just to make it easier for everybody. There are regulars who want to watch, and they have the normal time open. So that's what fry play is going to be. I just don't have the ability to edit what it says. I can only extend or delete. They don't allow me to edit, but ignore what it says about the time. The time is going to be normal Sammy time. That's just the way it's going to be. And what did I just miss? I was confused. I was like, why does it only say 21% for me? Oh well, maybe it just hasn't updated. Of these, I don't love any of them, so I'm just gonna go with the council, make myself a little weaker. Okay. Make sure to freeze anybody with a barrier. Those guys are not my friend. Alright, alright. I think if they have Ether Fiend in their name, they explode, and I think if they blow up someone else, it usually causes a chain reaction. I could be wrong. Could be that there are others who are exploding. But I gotta be mobile, I gotta get down and around and make sure that I'm hitting these dudes as they come out. Alright. I also gotta watch out for these ballistas. The undead ballistas. It's a very interesting concept that a ballista could be undead. And yet here it is, an undead ballista, causing me pain. Alright. Leveled up again. I'm gonna follow the path. Next we go this way. And we'll do 3 more, and then we're just straight on till morning. So let's go get this guy. Let's go get him. Let's go get him and beat him up. Yeah, man. We're looking for Gilib. And we see him. I think I'll start with Brim. No, I'll start with the guy who stays in the middle. Because then I can just take pot shots at the other guys, even if it's accidental. And Gilib. That was a season challenge, baby! Whoops. Okay, is that everything? No, it was not. There, that's everything. And like I said, that was a season challenge, so let's go ahead and collect the reward for that. Blazon's got their lightning spear, and they're already back up to pit 75. Wow. Do it, baby. Do it. This one's going to be hard. So I don't think I'm going to do that. That's interesting that the lightning spear sorcerer is good for mobs. Is it bad against, like, individuals, like bosses or small groups? Because that happens to me with some of my builds, and I'm like, no! I'm gonna put it all... I'm gonna do it. I've got plenty. I'm gonna do it. Whoops. Whoops. I keep shooting the wall. Yeah, and that, it does. I learned that last season, and I'm learning it this season as I collect things. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I get the uniques, the mythics that I want, you know? All right, well, I'll see if I can match your 30 minutes, Blazon. And maybe we can ride off into the evening together, slaying demons and being rock and roll. Billions with a B, baby. Dang, good on you. This was our Greater Journey cache that we got just now for beating all of the council members. There are only 5 members of the council, and we only ever fight 3 at a time, and I have defeated them all! Just saying, is all. We're gonna be going for a little bit longer. So if you want to hit that follow button, go for it. If you want to hit that subscribe button, go for it. I know there are 2 Diablo 4 drops. One is just for watching, and I don't think you have to be a follower to get it. And yes, Blazin, we can do a couple of hordes together. Go ahead and send the invite. I'll be listening. Yeah, so hit that follow button, hit the subscribe. I think the one that's free is just for watching. I could be wrong, but it's 3 hours of watching. I am part of that. The other one is for doing, I think, subs, either gifted or getting subs. I don't know. You should only have to do one, and that should unlock the drop. But check out Blizzard's website. You figure that out. I don't want to give bad advice, especially when it comes to spending money. Like, I don't want to lead you astray. Okay, so Endurant Faith. Let me really quickly put these away. I guess I've never picked up Endurant Faith. Okay. Cool. That is weird. That is very weird. And that is frustrating. So I apologize, Blazin. I want you to have your drops.
Return soon.
Alright, let me fire off one of these guys. We will do... Do you mind if we run through an 8 wave just so I can use the last of this this particular compass? Because I don't want it in my inventory. I'm willing to hold on to the 10 waves, but if you're willing to do this with me, that would clear out my inventory a little bit. Thank you much. My drugs are about to wear off, but Blazin's in here with us, and he's probably going to utterly wipe the floor with all these baddies. So let's do our best. Aha! I got in here before you. Ha 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 ha! Alright, alright. So we may be working together. I'll hold... I guess I can do right and top if you want to do left and bottom. But I'm fine with stepping on each other's toes, you know. Just in case. There we go. Let's get down here and do the Soul Spire. Good. Whoop! I walked right inside that poison. There's my fiend. The bubble dudes are so good at stopping me from getting what I want. Let's go ahead and collect everything that's down here. Let's see, which one are you looking at? Are you looking at bursting masses? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Of the ones that were listed, this one at least has. And I'm gonna help you out. And then I'll go back to my side, I promise. There we go. Now we got the baddies coming. Paragon 133 over here. Okay. Sometimes my bonuses are not where they need to be, and that's when it takes 3 or 4 hits to blow someone up, and I'm like, no! I need it to be faster! But if I can get them frozen, then they usually go down real fast. Keep an eye on the mini-map. That's what I'm mostly doing. If you see me looking up, it is because I'm trying to make sure that I don't go missing something important. Alright, if we got Hellborn, I want that Hellborn. Let's see. Boo! I mean, I'm thinking the masses. If I'm making bad decisions, feel free to tell me, Blazin. You can be like, your choices are poor. This is why you're still single, because of the choices you make. You know, something healthy like that. Alright, alright. There we go. It's like, I thought I froze him. Ooh, and then I went to the wrong spot. Okay, we're doing fine. Got him. I don't know who dropped all that fire, but it scared me. Scared me so much it almost killed me. It's still almost killing me. Okay. Whew. Well, that was intense. That was a bit of a challenge. Okay, we got bursting masses, corrupting spires, and teeming masses. That's the one. You are correct, Blazin. That's the one. Every day of the week. I'll even get down there with you so we can both team up on that Ether Lord. That'll show him who's boss. Whoops. Ugh, sometimes I just go teleporting right outside of the very thing I'm trying to do. Get back over there. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the giant explodey dude? Surely that was not just me, right? Like, there was a guy who was huge. When you get a minute, Blazin', you take care of your thing, but once you get a minute, feel free to pick me up so I don't use one of our revives. I call everyone Shirley around here. Watch the poison. Make sure I immediately turn on my own shield. Thank you for the revive. But I definitely saw that. I need to remember towards the end, well, not the end, but towards the last parts of the stream, there is a giant dude. Okay, what do we got? Boo. Maybe. I think we'll do this one. Alright, get him. Get him. Okay. I really, like, even though I've got a few things that have made my cooldowns slightly reduced, I definitely need them to be significantly more reduced, and that's probably an issue of not having lucky hit on enough stuff. Alright. Don't scream at me. You think you guys are so tough? Take that. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. I have no idea what wave we are on, and I think my air conditioner just turned on. That tells me it is hot outside. Are you sure? We're pretty late for just 3 to 9 when we could have explodey dudes, but you're right, 3 to 9 is better than none. Yeah, we're gonna do it. You're right. You're right. Alright, alright. Watch the floor. The floor will become lava. So I gotta be good about watching the floor. Got that one. And I got out of the lava! Look at that! I wasn't just saying it, I actually did it this time. It's always good when I actually do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Okay. Someone's throwing their lightning balls around the stage. I have a feeling I know who it is. Blazing, you're throwing your lightning balls everywhere. It's inappropriate. Everybody's getting lightning balls in their faces. We're getting complaints from HR, from Hell's HR. Hell Resources. In Hell. Get that. Okay, what do we got? Burning Hellborn might be the way to go. Because we can actually get some Hellborn out of this. Good. No, I'm still using that. Some people are rude. Tear out its living soul. Tear out your own living soul. Okay. When I've got all of my bonuses going, this is indeed a very powerful build. It's just a matter of making sure that I've got all of my bonuses. And that is sometimes a user issue. Okay, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. What do we got? What do we got? I'm thinking the council, yeah. It's only 10%, and I feel like I have been holding my own. All of my stuff is worn. Shh. Don't tell anyone that I'm not holding my own. Alright, alright, I got all my stuff. I got my resistance is back up. Oh, that was so embarrassing. Wow. Well, it's good to be humbled every now and again, and right now that's what Torment 3 is for me. It's the humbling experience. But we are leveling up. We're at 135 on the Paragon board. Just like 65 more to go, and then I need to start rearranging everything. Not like drastically, but I do need to do a little bit of work. Excellent. Letting the fire go away. We didn't leave anything behind, did we? There's not like... Okay, it would show up on the minimap, Shirley. Right, Shirley? I know someone out here is Shirley. Okay, so I've already done the season challenge for this particular thing. At this point, we are just getting the rewards. I'm gonna let what's-his-name get in the middle, so I can kill him in one. They put up a pretty solid fight. It was a close one. I think I'm gonna do this in the hopes that maybe one day I get a mythic unique, but I don't know if they actually drop in the Horde. I thought they did. I thought that was one of the things they said. Well, it is when you have to, like, pick someone up all the time because they keep dying in front of you. I need to go to the Tree of Whispers, just so you know. So I'm going to head there real fast. And then we're probably going to do one more horde. I bet I will. Oh my gosh. It's really just a couple of things on my legendaries that I'm missing out on. And of course, getting a little stronger will also help. But let's get materials, because that is what I am mostly looking for.
Different this one.
Yeah, that's garbage. That, I think I have a greater one. Gonna make my face disappear briefly. No. Well, I don't know. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open it. I'm sorry that you all had to live through that with me. It was just as bad in here as it was in there. Me trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I need to hit the stash, because I just want to make sure that I'm not duplicating some of this. Alright, so the Shard of Verithiel is garbage. And then Endurant Faith. I could have sworn I picked up an Endurant Faith. Is it? Where? Did I never pick up? Okay, well, until I find... Oh, I'd never reorganized. I found them. The point is I found them. 26 versus 20. We're going to get rid of the 20. Everything else can get melted down. I don't need any of it.
I can break that down.
But we are taking a level up. I'll definitely take that, so I don't have to use as much. Like, my drugs hit me over the edge, usually with the incense, but having 928 means that I'm getting closer. Fine, fine. Definitely glad for the attack speed. Now that one is a bummer, because 25% of 3 is still 3. So, on that one. What about you? That one's good. Well, kind of good. Because I don't really want... Do I want the unstable currents? Give me a moment. Let me take a look at my stuff. I don't have this memorized. No, I do not want the unstable currents. It was just the thing that I got accidentally. In fact, this ring is pretty garbage. But it doesn't matter. We'll replace it eventually. Okay. If you've got any 6 or 8s blazing, I would be happy to go in one of those with you. Otherwise, I gotta fire off a 10. And I don't know if you got the time for a 10 wave. It's your call. Loads of 6 and 8s? Because that's what I think I've got the time for. Maybe, like, 8 would be the upper end of what I feel like I could probably stand to do. And I've got 2 10s, so I could fire those off if we wanted to. 8 is perfect. Let me go here. You go ahead and fire it off whenever you want. I will level up eventually. That's totally fine. I wanted to level up and I was a little worried that I was doing it while you were doing your thing, and I was like, I might miss it, and he'll be like, why didn't you accept? And I'll be like, because I'm a big dum-dum. And you'll be like, I know that. Well, those are not the ones I want still. Okay. I doubt that I could do...
Jewels in sanctuary.
Yeah, 0 out of 7 for all of those. I just need to get 3 in order to do it. Okay, this time I'm not going to just abandon Blazin. I'm not going to just rush right in Leroy Jenkins style. I'm going to actually hang out and be kind. I mean, once you show up, you'll be here to help me. This time I'm going to say we don't... No splitting up. Let's just all dive all over the map. You're super powerful. I would rather be supporting you and providing any boosts that I can to whatever abilities you're rocking. Because that is one of the things I often forget about playing with others, is that there are some boosts that you get from other players. Where, like, your character can do a lot of stuff, but you might need someone else in order to get that last little bit. Of course, I don't usually go for builds that are like, and then rely on your friends to be there. I pretty much look for the solo builds. Where I'm like, I want the powers of a god. Okay. At the risk of offending the 3 people who are viewing, I'm gonna steal a joke from someone, and I can't even remember who it is. So, Blazin, you're right, I should hydrate. You select this time, it's your compass. Whichever ones you like the most, those will be the ones we do. I know, it's a hard decision, but while you think about it, that gives me a moment to go here, go maybe to friends? That might be the easiest way to find who I'm looking for. I'm not going to steal their joke unless I can name them. That's the thing. Otherwise it sounds like I made up the joke, and I absolutely did not. Okay, okay. 136 on the Paragon. So little by little, we're doing our best. Man, Blazin, I really like those little ice crosses that you have. Are those a boss power, or is that something that you've got as a sorcerer? Because you just do these huge bursts of damage, and that is pretty dope. Because I've been thinking about going off book when it comes to the boss powers. My cooldown on my ultimate is just still a little too long for my liking. Okay, let me take a look. While you look, I'm also looking, because I think I'm getting there. Once I hear the sound, that's when I will stop. She's a Kansas City comedian, and she's very funny. I think she's got a little ways to go before she starts hitting, like, the big stages. Cassie. Username #Cassie. Her joke was, if you were elected Pope, what would be your first spell? And I genuinely want to know. Let me know in the chat. What's your first magic spell as the Pope? I would cast Universalis, Basicus, Incumius, so that everybody could have a universal basic income. Because if we gotta pretend that money is real, then we might as well make it so everybody could live. Okay. At this point, I feel like I'm just kind of following Blazin and just seeing all the corpses that are left behind. So I gotta, if I'm just following corpses, then I need to go in a different direction. Okay, okay. Oh, it's Blazen's choice, and I'm just casting spells accidentally. Spells that I don't need to be casting, man. Alright, wave 4, we are halfway through. I have no idea what was selected, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. We just got to do our best to survive. Good. I think these etheric masses have, like, unskippable damage? I don't know what it's called. They will hit you from anywhere if you leave them alone, and they hit pretty hard. So if I see an etheric mass, I'm usually going for it just so it stops hitting me. It's like, quit taking pot shots at me, dude. Nice, Ether Lords. Definitely glad for that. Okay. Anyone left? Anyone still alive? Okay. Blazin, you're doing great with making decisions, because your decisions keep making me level up. And I like leveling up. Of course, I should pay attention. If I hear that sound, I shouldn't be just barely looking up at the screen. But we're still doing great, and I'm still on my feet. I could stand to pick up a potion, but that's up to the enemies. They gotta be nice enough to drop one for me. Okay. Let's get up here. That guy's taking pot shots. He did a lot of damage because he's a big meanie. And there's Blazin' Balls, Blazin's balls, just bouncing all over the place. Absolutely no consideration for others. Blazin just throws his balls everywhere. At least they don't hurt me. I'm fine with his balls. They can bounce all over the place. Alright. I know we did the posture and the drink earlier, but I'm going to do it again. And then whenever you're ready, I would prefer the one that you're hovering over. So we can try to get even more of these things. Or is it me hovering over it? But that would be my vote. My second vote, if you don't like it, is that one. So it's up to you. But I like doing them 50% faster. You know, it feels like you're able to get through a lot of these events. Look at that. Already more are spawning. So one of my rune words, I keep saying it because I'm still tickled pink that I figured out which rune words to do. If I can exhaust myself, which I am constantly doing, I get 2 little wolf companions who appear, and they do fairly significant damage, because if I have exhausted myself, chances are I don't have the ability to defend myself And then these little wolf guys, they pop up and they start doing all the slaughter for me. Of course, I think I do need to be better about rotating my abilities to get them to spawn. Damn it, I hit the button too fast. Okay. Gotta watch my health. Someone over here. Alright. I'm going towards the things that are flashing, and then I don't think there's actually anything over there, whereas over here, there is stuff happening, so I'd rather go for that. We're at Paragon 138, so we keep leveling up. I'm ready for the next Paragon board, which means I will be able to equip my last glyph. Damn it. They made me fearful. I keep, like, I'm gonna use my shield while we're here in Torment 3 until I am stronger than these guys. Go get that. There we go. We're doing really well, Blazin'. We have done slaughter. That's the one I would have chosen, just so you know. I would have done the exact same thing. I sometimes feel anxious when I am making decisions for other people. And so if someone makes the same decision I would have made, just in case they have decision anxiety, I like to make sure people know if it was the same thing I would have done. Then it's like, yeah, man, we're simpatico. You're reading my mind. You know what's up. Oh my goodness. Someone's gonna teleport into me like that. Teleport? Why did I say it like that? If someone's gonna teleport like that, then I gotta show them what's up. I gotta be boss too. Okay, there we go. Doors unsealed. 620 on an 8-wave horde. That's pretty all right. Well, I don't want to step forward too fast. What if my ally's not ready? Okay, my ally's ready. All right. This time I'm going for Gilib the Flame because he was there. He's just catching shots because he was there. Of course, Gilib teleports, so when he got away from me, he was pretty smart. It's a good idea to get away from me when I'm blasting people. Ooh! I got a 3-star pair of boots. Hopefully I can use it. If I can't, Blazin has first dibs in case they can use it. But let me take a look at it first. Let me see what it is. Let me see what I got. Okay, on these boots, dang it, I cannot use it. They are not, none of those are things I want. I want mana per second, intelligence, and max life, and that has exactly none of those. So, alright. I think I'm going to just put these into my inventory because it's a 3-star, and, you know, 3 stars are good. It's just not going to be used. And then I think I'm just going to get rid of everything else. Even if it is an improvement, I'm going to dump it. But let's head back home to Karagar. That's where we go. And then I'm gonna kick you out of the party, Blazin. Not because I'm being mean, but because I am now calling it for myself. So, for those of you who are new here and hanging out, make sure to hit that follow button. I will be back on Monday. That's my normal stream times, Monday through Thursday. We went a little bit later. Hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, that would be fantastic. I am not appealing to the type of people I want to be appealing to on the YouTubes. Right now, the algorithm thinks that the only people who want to watch me are the type of people who tend to hate me, so I don't get a lot of great comments. You could change that by hitting the subscribe button. There is a community challenge going. Blazin just contributed another 7,230 towards it. I wonder if I can see how much we are at now. 73% done. So come back on Monday. We'll see if we can get there. The Fry Play Challenge, despite what it says, it's going to be normal time. It's not going to be noon to 3. It's going to be regular stream time, 3 to 6. So make sure to get through it. And Blazin, you did a hell of a job getting through all of that today. So we will be back on Monday. Yeah, I guess French fries helped, and I'm pretty sure Game and Mike did it. But didn't you drop like a lot today? Oh, it was Gaming Mike who dropped like $6,000. You're right. And then you just dropped $7,000. Okay, so everybody pretty much dropped a bunch of them. So we will be back on Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye. Thank you. Good evening to you too.